Hello, friends, and welcome back to My Hobby Home. My name is Cathy. Thank you for joining me today. You might have noticed by the thumbnail and the title that this may be a little sentimental piece. We are going to quilt, though. Something old, something new, nothing borrowed, nothing blue. So, friends, if you're new here, welcome. To catch you up to pace here, Sunday, we had a damaging storm. It damaged my aunt's home, and at this point, it is not livable for her. It is not safe for her to be in that house. So my sister and I and my other siblings, we are trying to get her moved out of the house, get things out of it. It's only one side of her home that's really damaged, that's making it dangerous for her to live in there. So what we are trying to do is get everything out of that side of the house to the other side of the house. And she has moved in with my sister, which is great. My sister has a ramp. She has a big bedroom for her to be in. The plan is to, one of my other siblings is giving them a 12 by 12 shed. So it's going to go in my sister's yard for her to my aunt to have a she shed to do all of her craft things and all that. So she don't have to do everything in her bedroom. Her bedroom can be relaxing, go to sleep, read at night. But if she wants to get out of the house, she can go to her she shed. Now, that's going to be something that's not immediate. But what we're trying to do is get half of her house done. So what we have had to do is her kitchen. That is the dangerous part. And y'all know the kitchen is the heart of a home. And for my aunt, her kitchen has been the heart of our family for as long as I can remember. And I'm 54, friends. That's a long time. We have always celebrated until, my aunt's in her 80s, y'all. She's doing really good to be in her 80s. She can still take care of herself. She still cooks for herself. She still grocery shops for herself. It's not that she can't take care of herself, but her husband passed away 2 years ago, the same exact day my grandson was born. And she's just there alone. And this way, we are so excited to have her at my sister's. My sister lives just on the other side of my daddy's driveway and through the trees. We're so excited to have my aunt closer. Not that she was far. She was just through the field from our home. And I mean, we could drive there. I mean, it's just a U to her house. So, I mean, she's close. But now she's closer. And we're excited about that. So what she has done is kind of her furniture and things. She's giving it to family members that might need it. Today, my youngest daughter, she took both of the tables. My aunt had an antique dining table. Two. One of them was her grandmother's dining table that my uncle used to paint on it. And it had 4 chairs to it. I don't think we found the 4th one, but it had 4 chairs to it. And it's just a little square table. It did have leaves that went into it, but we couldn't find them. And we've not had the leaves I know before my kids got here. So for 30 years, I know it hasn't had a leaf to it. So what we did, I got her sideboard. And if y'all don't know what a sideboard is, it's like a buffet that's got a mirror on the back, like a little 6-inch mirror on the back. I have loved that thing my whole life. Now, it is going to need to be refurbished. The wheels on it are the old wooden wheels. And 2 of them are, their lifetime was many years ago. So I'm going to have it refinished, not the woodwork. The woodwork is fine. just the wheels. I'm going to have the wheels redone. I'm going to have one of the knobs came off of one of the doors. I'm going to see if I can find someone, and the knobs are wooden knobs. I'm going to see if I can find some that will match, and if not, I'm going to go to brass knobs. And I know that really affects the piece, but I want it to be usable because I am going to use it in my kitchen. Now, another thing, something old, friends. Now, you are not going to believe how old this item is that I'm going to show you. Now, it does need a good cleaning because it has been sitting on top of said sideboard for many, many years. This sat in my grandmother's house. This is my grandmother's rabbit. This is Atterbury and Company. It is vintage. It is the crouching rabbit with the red eyes. If you shine a light into it, the eyes are red. Both of the eyes are there. Now, I can tell the milk glass, this is milk glass, like right here around the edge. It's got a little chipping and all, but circa date 1888. So, guys, 38 years? Yes. Very old. Very old. I have loved this thing. I remember growing up and my grandmother had it in her house. And I just always loved it. My grandmother had a little candy dish that was milk glass that she gave me many years before she passed. So to have this is, to me, that was kind of a set. So now I have the set, this beautiful little bunny. Is it worth a lot? No, I think I saw that it was worth like $100 to $120, but it's priceless for me. Now, to hear me talk about my aunt has no children. Her and my uncle did not have any children of their own, but for someone that had no children, she's got a lot of children. I'm not going to say she raised us, but she had a hand. She was part of our village. Her and my uncle, we stayed with them during the summer times. I know my older sister and I did. And I can't remember. Yeah, we stayed even when my little brother and sister came along. But we stayed with our aunt and uncle almost every summer. My grandmother lived next door. But just to make a long story short, my aunt holds a very special place in my heart. I love her dearly. I would kick my husband out the house for my aunt. Not really, but you know what I mean. I love my aunt that much that if she had to have come and lived with me, I would have moved out of my bedroom. My husband and I would have had to make another scenario for us, but my aunt would have had that end of the house. That my aunt is like another mother to me. She was there for all of us kids, just like a parent was. Our parents both worked, and sometimes they worked long hours. They, not like 8 or 9 o'clock at night, but when we got home from school, our aunt was there, and we could go to her for anything that we needed. So while I keep talking, I'm going to show you this next thing. This is something new, friends. Something new. It's not for me. Not for me. All the things that I'm rescuing from my aunt's house because I can't bear for them to get rid of anything because, it's not just my aunt's memories. It's our memories too. But friends, I got this for my grandbaby, my granddaughter. My grandson, I got him a monster truck thing the other day. So I was like, I got to get my granddaughter something too. Because, we can't be partial like that. So my granddaughter, she loves fairy wings and things like that. So I saw this and I was like, I got to get that for my little girl. So we got why does that have a fairy wand? It's broke. Oh no. I'll have to let them know the headband is broken. It's not even broken. I was wondering what that triangle piece was in there. That is sad. I may be able to super glue it. But doggone it. But that's okay, because she still has her wings. I'm making sure they're good. She's got her little butterfly wings. There's that other little piece right there that I was wondering what that was. And she's got her a little tutu that's got elastic in it. Oh, she's going to love this. But that's not all. That's not all, friends. I am going to see her this weekend, Saturday. Her daddy's birthday, which is my son, is Sunday. So I'm going to carry his birthday quilt Sunday. But I also got her a few things. Y'all see this pretty green? How about that? I love this green. But I saw this on Amazon. And if y'all are interested, just let me know and I'll put the link down in the description for you. I don't know, that this could have happened in delivery, and I'm going to tell you why. Because it was just thrown on my back porch. I've been having some trouble with Amazon here. My goodness. Oh, you're supposed to cut that. Well, why do they put a zipper on it if you're supposed to cut it? That'll never make sense to me. But I've been having trouble with Amazon here lately. I was supposed to have gotten a package, which I need to go get and bring to you guys. This is probably not going to be for Friday night. This is probably just going to be some unboxings. And then Friday night, or Friday evening, we'll just do sewing. That's what we'll do. Guys, look at this. I'm going to have to hang this up and air. My goodness, their wings are crinkledy. But look at that. This got the little butterfly wings on it. Got her a little dress. It's got butterflies all over it. Is that not the cutest little thing? So yeah, I went on and got her two little things there. We're going to not put this in there because that would poke her for sure. I wonder if I could take those off. No, I couldn't take those off. We could figure something out. She wouldn't wear it no way. I know her. She don't wear hats or nothing like that. So we're just going to put that back in there and not worry about it. She'll get her wand though. But I got her some of these cutest little things. And friends, I got something else, but I didn't bring it in yet. It's still in the back of my truck. By the time I got what I did get in the house, I was beat. I got some more things coming, and I will show all that to you later. How about that? I think I am going to go on and sew today, though. Why not? Okay, so fabulous bins, friends. I see a lot of you have ordered them, and I've gotten response, feedback from people that have gotten them, that are really liking them. I'm loving them. I am loving these. So what I'm doing right now, y'all remember, I found some that I had not completed yet. I had not finished sewing them together. I think these are all sewn. Yeah, these need to be pressed. See, I just put all of this in my bin. And it makes it easy, friends, to deal with. So we have these already pressed, already ready to go. These are already pressed, ready to go. Now, I know I had to find the single ones here. I have some these have 2 rows, and this is our 3rd row. So that's what we're going to do today. I'm going to pull my pins out. I'm going to open these up, and we're just going to be putting our 3rd row on here. We're nesting the seams, pinning. I'm going to pin on the ends and at the nested seams. And we are going to do some sewing. Friends, I'm being so exhausted here lately, working and then, you know, helping move things. And I'm no good. I promise I am no good help right now because my back is so bad. I mean, it is so bad. I would get something down to my truck and I'd have to go sit down on a bench because I just could not. I couldn't move anymore. I was hurting so bad. And friends, thank you all for the Be Safes that y'all sent. For the weather, we have had the possibility of really bad weather, but it seems that we have narrowly missed a lot of the weather. My daughter is actually getting worse, that lives down south of me. My youngest daughter, she's actually been getting worse weather than we have. I mean, it's just barely anything. You know, here, it's barely anything here. My husband called me. He was on his way to his dad's house because they are heading out in the morning early before daylight. And they are headed to Tennessee to see his little sister, my sister-in-law, and her kids. Well, my nephew, my sister-in-law has a boy and a girl. The boy is the oldest. He's in college, and he's having to move out of the dorm right now, and they have no help. So they didn't know this until they called and was like, hey, we're coming over or coming up. But anyway, my husband and father-in-law, they haven't seen her in a couple years. And they're like, you know, we haven't seen you. We're coming to see you. So my husband is driving my father-in-law to Tennessee to see my sister-in-law and help move my nephew out of the dorm. I remember moving out of the dorm, friends. Thank goodness the guy I was dating, yes, I had a boyfriend that had a truck. He come and he moved all my stuff. He took the refrigerator down because we had to carry our own fridge and microwave and, you know, anything like that. Dorms are way different there now than they were when I went to school there. He would come move me out of my dorm and carry me back to my house. I had a little house behind my aunt and uncle's house. My aunt made the statement she didn't want to impose on anybody, and I don't think she realized we've all lived with her at some point. When my children's dad and I were going through our divorce, that's where I lived. I lived with my aunt and uncle. I was actually pregnant with my third child, my son, when we got divorced. So, and, you know, for my aunt and uncle to have never had children, I was actually, it was on a Wednesday night, actually. I was in labor and my uncle, they were at church and my uncle was calling me every 5 minutes. Do we need to come home? Do we need to come home? Hey, it was so funny. He didn't know what to expect. And I'm like, no, it's not like he's going to fall out of me. You know, it's okay. My uncle and my son had a special bond. And my uncle and my sister's second daughter had a really special bond as well. She was the middle child. She was the quiet one, the one that my uncle just, you know, we all said he had a favorite and we knew who it was, and it was her. And she had a favorite and it was him. And that was okay. They both loved all of us. And I mean, that's one thing I can say about my uncle. He was not blood related to us, but he loved us like we were his own kids. And we loved him just like he was blood relation to us. Because, you know, I think about it, I never knew life without him being my uncle. He was my uncle. That was always a given, you know. He was our uncle. I think it was when I got older, I realized that my aunt was actually my daddy's sister. And that's how, and he married her, and that's how he was our uncle. But that didn't matter. That didn't matter. We loved him unconditionally. But friends, it looks like my morning flower patch is going to take a little longer. I know I didn't do this on my Whip It Wednesday because I still had one more Whip It Wednesday in on the Sunbeam quilt. Y'all may be able to see it laying over here behind me. You may be able to see that, but if not, I hope to have it finished before Friday, before the day you see this. I hope to have the borders on it. It is Wednesday right now. It is Wednesday, 9 o'clock p.m. So I'm just going to do a real quick sewing here. I don't even know if I'm going to finish all of these. I just wanted to get some needle and some fabric. I just had to. You know, sometimes you just have to. Well, this was a just have to. I got too much pink on that. Let's throw some of this green up in there. But yeah, I mean, I'm feeling good today. I mean, my back has been hurting, but I'm feeling pretty good. And for those that had packages from the D-Stash, I have one that has not paid yet. If you see the video and you know who you are, the invoices are sent through PayPal. So just check your email or your PayPal account. You should have received an email. If you did not receive the email, check your spam account. And that way, you can pay that way. I normally only hold things until Wednesday without payment. And today is Wednesday, but I'm going to hold it until Friday. I may try to email again today because I don't mind making a payment arrangement if that needs to be made. I don't, you know, if you need a little extra time, that is perfectly fine with me. Just let me know. That's something else. I'm calling it rescuing all of my aunt's cookbooks. So I'm going to probably be getting rid of my cookbooks because my aunt's cookbooks mean a whole lot more to me than my cookbooks, because her cookbooks, we would literally sit at her island or dining table and we would read cookbooks just like they were novels, friends. Oh, we loved it. We loved it. And we would always, I guess my aunt's the one that instilled in me the love of cooking. I'm just so excited about getting her cookbooks. Now, I'm not going to get all of them. I'm not going to keep all of them. Well, I'm going to get all of them, but I'm going to call all of the kids, my sister's kids, my little brother's kids, which I don't think they cook anyway, so it's not going to matter. They don't need a cookbook, but I want to give them all an opportunity to get a cookbook that's St. Betty's. And maybe I'll pick a cookbook out and have Aunt Betty sign them for all the kids. Put her favorite recipe in them. You know, write it in the back of the book or something. So I will be de-stashing, selling my cookbooks. I may just list them up on eBay. And if that's what I do, I will try to throw a link in. Or I may just do it on here. I don't know. I haven't decided how I want to do it. Now I'm getting down to where I may have duplicating blocks. I really don't want to have duplicating, but I have a lot of these like this that's got those stripes. They're pretty, but I don't want them on every single block. So that will be something else I destash, because I've got a bookshelf right there slam full of cookbooks. I mean, I have some of the old Better Homes and Gardens. I have an old Betty Crocker. I have a old, I'm reading the titles right here. Good Housekeeping. Betty Crocker's Picture Cookbook. I have a lot of vintage cookbooks. I love vintage cookbooks. But being also that my husband is no longer grilling, I have a bunch of grilling cookbooks too. I have cookbooks that I got, I actually have one that's signed by the author. My husband and I met her at our, I don't remember if it was our first anniversary or second. We stayed at an Airbnb called the Bear House Inn in Vicksburg, Mississippi. And her name was Susan Puckett. She was doing a cookbook and putting stories and recipes from the Airbnb in it. And I actually went to Jackson, Mississippi for her book signing and got her cookbook where she had, well, I purchased her cookbook and she signed it for me. And we sat and talked for a minute, you know, and she was like, I was going to put y'all's story in the book, but I had to condense it. Our story was when we got married, that's where we went the night we got married. We didn't get to do a honeymoon. We just did a short mini vacation moon. We just went for the weekend. And I mean, we had a good time. We had a really good time. And we did that for several years after we got married. I think for like the first 4 or 5 years, we would go there after, you know, for our anniversary. But we really enjoyed it. My husband and I liked doing bed and breakfasts. And we would just walk around the square. I mean, that right there is kind of like, well, it was not in a very bad area at the time. I wouldn't walk it now. But we walked down to the Mississippi from it. It's, you know, it's just a few blocks away from the Mississippi. And it's an old antique home. And the owner, his name was Doug, and he would tell the story about how the people that built the house and all. It was so interesting, such interesting stories. I like to hear stories about, I don't know, I guess I like to hear stories, you know, about locations and things that happened there and the family that built the house, you know, just, I like to hear all the good things, the different things that most people don't find interesting probably, but I do. Y'all, I've been getting into my 80s era here, you know. You see all these people on Facebook now, the 80s comedians and stuff. But, you know, I start listening to them and I'm like, yeah, I did that. And I survived it. That's why I won't let my kids do it, because I know I might not have survived it. I could have been non-breathing. And I think, how did we survive all the things that we did? Y'all, and I know a lot of people, well, most of my viewing audience is probably 40 and older, or 30 and older at least. And I know you've heard we were the unsupervised generation. Absolutely we were. Now, I did not live in a town or anything where we had street lights. We had mama and the porch light. That's what we had. We'd be outside until it was so dark you couldn't see your hand in front of your face. And if Mama and Daddy had friends over, you had better not walk in that house. Not unless you were requested. But we would go outside, and thank goodness we had a swing set. We had a shed to climb up on top of and jump off of. I don't know if Daddy knew about that. And if we got hungry, we had a garden. We'd go out there and pull something out of the garden. I can remember going and getting radishes out of my daddy's garden and going to the water hose and washing them off and just eating them like that. I'm surprised we didn't get some kind of poisoning or something, because I wouldn't eat the skin of the radish. So I would go to the shed that had tin on it. I'd get that tin edge, that sharp edge, and I'd scrape that skin off of it, and I would eat it like that. I'm surprised I didn't get some kind of metal poisoning or something. But I'm in that. I've been watching a lot of the comedians and stuff, and I'm just like, so funny. And one of the guys I work with, he turned 54 Tuesday. So yesterday. And he's got a really bad back. And I told him, I said, you were born in 72. That must be the year for bad backs, because I got a really bad back. And I mean, it's just so funny. I told him, I said, yeah, I said, we're the generation that's got the bad back. He was like, but a lot of good things happened in 72. I'm like, yeah, they did. Technically, they happened in 71. But the result came in 72. But we were just laughing about it. I really thought this guy was older than me, because he looks like he's older than me. But I told him, I said, yeah, my birthday's in February. I'm 54. And y'all will realize I'm not a vain woman. I don't care that I'm 54. I feel like I'm blessed to have been on this earth 54 years, because it was almost shortened by the big C. And yeah, I'm not going to complain about being 54. I am happy I have been here 54 years. Oh, y'all, I got a funny story to tell about a coworker of mine. I'm not going to say his name, but if anybody I work with sees this video, they're going to know I'm talking about him. These are the things that can happen when you work where I work. Yeah, I'm sorry. I got an itchy nose tonight. I was in a lot of dust over at my aunt's house, trying to move that furniture and stuff. And I've had sneezing fits, runny nose. Now, I mean, my aunt, like I said, she's in her 80s. She's not moving furniture around to vacuum behind it or nothing. She can't do that. I'm 54 and I can't do it. So that's why I pay people to do that. If I need that done, I call my daughter and I'm like, please come do it. I'll pay you $50 to vacuum and sweep my floors. So, I mean, there was a good bit of dust that we had to contend with. And, I mean, it should, well, and being that the storm did what it did, and as hot as it is here, I mean, y'all, it's Wednesday, and what it is, the storm ripped her roof off on that part of the house. So all the insulation and everything got wet. So it's molding now. It's trying to mold now. And it's just awful, awful, awful for her. And you can smell it when you go in the house. And I just don't want her in that house. I don't want her risking her health. You know, I'm like, we can get it done. My daughter and her fiance came and got the 2 tables. And these tables are antique tables. I mean, really antique tables. One of them was my aunt's grandmother's table, and I already told y'all that. But everything was, and then plus with the ceiling trying to fall in, they did go in there and just get some plywood and nail the insulation and all back up, because the sheetrock had already fallen down. So they just got plywood and nailed the insulation up the best they could so we can get in there and get what we could out. Now, I mean, this is not an immediate thing where we're going to do it all at once, but it's going to have to be pretty swift because the mold is growing in there already, and that is dangerous for everyone, especially her. I don't want her going back in there if she can help it. And if she goes in there, I hope it's got fans and stuff blowing, well ventilated, so it doesn't hurt her. I'm just excited. She's like practically next door now. So excited about that. Well, friends, I just noticed we're already almost at an hour. So what I'm going to do is end right here, and hope you guys are having a fabulous day. I hope your weekend is starting well. I hope you're doing all the things you want to do. I hope you're able to get in your sewing room if that's what you want to do. I hope you're able to lay back with a good book if that's what you want to do. I think I'm going to lay back with a good movie tonight. I think that's what I'm going to do. But, yeah, it's almost 9:30, so I really probably need to be getting off here. I probably need to quit sewing, go get me a nice shower, because I sweated today. I know they say women don't sweat, they glisten. Absolutely not. This girl right here, she sweated. The back of my hair was so wet when I got home. But my aunt's house had no air on in it. And, you know, we've had those storms rolling through or trying to roll through today. And it's been really humid and very hot. So, friends, thank you for joining me today. We're just in the sewing room doing a little sewing, little chit-chatting. Did a little opening of some items here. I do have some more things that I do want to show you, though. So, stay tuned. They will probably be coming out Sunday. But stay tuned. Well, no, one should probably be coming out. Yeah, they'll come out Sunday. That's okay. But friends, give me a thumbs up if you have not yet subscribed. Please do. Feel free to leave a comment and tell me what you think. I do try to respond to each and every comment. And if you've seen anything that I've used, these wonderful little bins, if you would like to see the things that I love using in my sewing craft room, just look down in the description. I have links for all the things that I use and love. If I've used something and I realize I really don't like it anymore, I do remove that off my quilty things that I love list. So, friends, you got a fresh list all the time. So, feel free to check those out. I am an affiliate for Amazon. I do have, those are affiliate links. If you purchase anything through those links, I do receive a small commission. It's not a life-changing commission, so feel free, buy as much as you want. The more you buy, the better commission I get. But it does not cost you a thing extra to purchase through one of my links. So once again, leave a comment, tell me what you think. And as always, until I see you again, I hope you have a very blessed day. Bye, friends.